It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
After a period of confusion over Diddy's arrest, Justin Bieber finally revealed how Diddy treated and destroyed his life and career. It turns out that Justin's attempt to indulge in the happiness of being a new father was just an excuse to avoid the toxic story of his past with Diddy. Until he couldn't bear this torment anymore, he decided to tell it all. It is worth noting that he broke down in tears when talking about this creepy man sitting in jail. After all, what did Bieber endure behind the scenes, and why is he speaking out now? Let's dive into his emotions and raw confession. Justin Bieber's disapproval of the recent scandal surrounding his former mentor, Sean "Diddy" Combs, has reportedly reached a boiling point. According to sources speaking to U.S. Weekly, the 30-year-old pop sensation is completely disgusted by the allegations and legal troubles faced by the 54-year-old music mogul. Diddy has been arrested and is currently facing serious charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, which has sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment industry. The fallout from Diddy's legal issues has sparked concern not only among his colleagues, but also among those who have worked closely with him in the past. Bieber, who rose to fame under Diddy's guidance, has taken a strong stance by distancing himself from the situation. The source highlighted that Justin wants nothing to do with Diddy as the scandal unfolds, emphasizing the drastic shift in their relationship. This break from Diddy is particularly significant, given that Bieber has long regarded him as a mentor and a figure of influence in his career. In light of the gravity of the charges against Diddy, it is no surprise that Bieber has received advice from those close to him to maintain a safe distance. The insider revealed that Justin has been advised to stay as far away as possible from anything and everything related to Diddy. This advice appears to be rooted in a desire to protect Bieber's reputation and career amidst a growing controversy that could have far-reaching consequences for anyone associated with Diddy. Reportedly, since welcoming his first child, a son named Jack, with his wife Hailey Bieber in August, the 30-year-old singer has been navigating both the joys of fatherhood and the complexities of his past relationships. A source close to Bieber revealed that he is taking this moment to protect himself in light of the scandal surrounding Diddy, whose serious legal allegations, including sex trafficking and racketeering, have cast a shadow over his once illustrious career. The emotional weight of the situation is palpable. Another insider noted that Bieber is in a hard place mentally right now. For someone who has experienced intense scrutiny and personal struggles throughout his career, the resurgence of Diddy's allegations is particularly challenging. Bieber has a long history with Diddy, having been mentored by him during the early years of his career. The nature of their relationship, marked by both professional guidance and personal camaraderie, complicates Bieber's feelings about the unfolding scandal. The insider explained that the gravity of the allegations against Diddy has been hard to process, leaving Bieber grappling with conflicting emotions. While the turmoil surrounding Diddy weighs on him, Bieber's focus has shifted significantly toward his new role as a father. Becoming a parent has brought a profound sense of fulfillment, and his happiness being a dad has outweighed his anxiety about Diddy, the source emphasized. This prioritization of family life showcases a mature evolution in Bieber's mindset. For him, fatherhood represents not only joy, but also a commitment to creating a positive environment for his son, Jack, away from the chaos of the entertainment industry and its associated dramas. Justin Bieber's rise to fame is a story often told with admiration for his talent and remarkable journey, beginning at the tender age of 14. In 2008, Bieber signed with the record label of Usher, who was one of Sean "Diddy" Combs' protégés, marking the inception of a friendship that would significantly shape his early career. At such a young age, Bieber was thrust into the spotlight, and his collaboration with Usher, who was already an established superstar, helped catapult him into a world of fame that few experience. However, in the wake of Combs' recent arrest and the serious allegations surrounding him, the nature of this once celebrated mentorship has come under scrutiny. As old videos from Bieber's teenage years resurface online, they reveal interactions between the young star and Combs that many now perceive as unsettling. One particularly controversial video shows a 15-year-old Bieber being presented with a luxurious convertible by Combs, a moment that, at the time, may have seemed like a celebration of Bieber's success, but now raises eyebrows in light of current events. In the video, Combs announces to the camera, "He's having 48 hours with Diddy, where we hanging out and what we're doing we can't really disclose." But it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. His enthusiasm about spending time with the teenage pop star is palpable, and he follows up by stating, "I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me, and we're gonna go full crazy." While this may have been intended as a lighthearted comment, the context now feels alarming. The juxtaposition of a powerful, much older figure offering such a statement about a minor raises questions about boundaries and appropriateness in the entertainment industry. Another notable instance is a video from 2011 where a young Bieber, then just 16 years old, appears on Jimmy Kimmel Live and is advised by Combs to refrain from discussing their friendship publicly. This moment underscores the protective nature of Diddy over Bieber, but it also raises questions about the dynamics of their relationship and the environment in which young stars operate. In the Kimmel appearance, Combs can be seen guiding Bieber on what topics are appropriate to discuss, effectively creating an atmosphere where the teenager is limited in how he can engage with the media about their connection. The moment captures a somewhat surreal dynamic. Here is a burgeoning pop star, at the height of his fame, being advised by a much older mentor on how to navigate the public eye. Diddy's insistence on keeping their friendship under wraps reflects a broader pattern often seen in the industry, where the power dynamics between established artists and rising stars can lead to manipulative situations. The implication of Diddy's advice is clear. He seeks to control the narrative surrounding their relationship, potentially as a means of maintaining his own image and influence. As these videos circulate online, they not only remind viewers of Bieber's youth during the peak of his early success, but also highlight how celebrity culture can sometimes operate in a protective, yet ultimately controlling manner. This control can stifle the voices of young artists, raising questions about authenticity and the pressures they face to conform to the expectations of their mentors and the industry at large. Additionally, the complexity of their relationship is further illustrated in another viral clip from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where Khloe Kardashian recalls a wild encounter with Bieber at one of Combs' extravagant parties in 2014. She describes the scene vividly, noting that half of the guests were naked. This anecdote paints a picture of a party environment that was not only hedonistic, but also possibly inappropriate for someone as young as Bieber. While it is clear that such parties are a hallmark of A-list celebrity culture, the idea that a teenage pop star would be in attendance raises serious concerns about the safety and well-being of young artists. Reflecting on Bieber's early years in the music industry, stories of Diddy offering lavish gifts, such as a Ferrari and the promise of a mansion, paint a picture of a young pop star being exposed to a lifestyle that, in retrospect, seems inappropriate for a child his age. One particular incident that has resurfaced involves a moment when Diddy, then a much older and more experienced figure in the entertainment industry, offered Bieber a Ferrari when he turned 16. At the time, Bieber was only 15, still a teenager navigating the world of fame and stardom. In a video clip that has been circulated online, Diddy can be seen leading the young singer to a Ferrari, parked in his garage, teasing him with the promise of letting him drive it once he hit the legal driving age. "As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this," Diddy says in the clip, with a casual confidence that seems playful on the surface, but takes on a different tone given the current allegations against the mogul. Bieber, excited and eager, presses the issue, asking if he could drive it right away. However, Diddy, acting as a sort of mentor, tells him to slow down and take one step at a time. This exchange, though lighthearted at the moment, now seems emblematic of a larger issue, one where young, impressionable stars like Bieber were exposed to a world filled with luxury, excess, and a fast-paced lifestyle that they may not have been fully prepared for. Bieber's excitement over the Ferrari and later the mansion reveals just how easily a child could be swept up in the allure of such extravagant promises. For any teenager, being offered a Ferrari and a mansion might seem like a dream come true. But looking back, these promises, made by an older figure in the entertainment industry, can be seen as part of a larger pattern where young stars were enticed into a world of excess, perhaps before they were ready to fully comprehend its implications. Diddy's next promise was even more striking. He told Bieber that when he turned 18, he could have a mansion. For a 15-year-old still finding his way in the industry, this must have sounded like a fantasy. The idea of having a luxury car at 16 and a mansion by 18 is the kind of dream that most young people would fantasize about. But for Bieber, it was presented as a potential reality, further blurring the lines between childhood and adulthood. The pressure of living up to these high expectations, coupled with the fast-paced lifestyle that Diddy and other older celebrities exposed him to, may have contributed to the struggles that Bieber would later face as he grew older. These experiences aren't unique to Bieber, however. Usher, another of Diddy's protégés, faced similar circumstances when he was a teenager. Usher was introduced to the entertainment world at a young age and, like Bieber, spent time with older, more experienced celebrities. While the glamorous aspects of these relationships may have seemed exciting at the time, they also exposed these young stars to environments and experiences that were not appropriate for their age. Usher himself has alluded to the challenges he faced as a result of these early experiences, though details have remained relatively vague. For Bieber, being promised a Ferrari and a mansion by a figure like Diddy may have felt like validation, a sign that he had made it in the entertainment world. But the reality is that these gifts and promises were part of a larger dynamic that often placed undue pressure on young artists to live up to the expectations set by the adults around them. One of the most concerning aspects of this relationship, and what has many people speculating, is whether Diddy's motive for offering such expensive and glamorous gifts was part of a calculated effort to lure Bieber into a world he wasn't emotionally or mentally prepared for. As a teenage superstar, Bieber was already navigating the pressures of fame at a young age, and Diddy's offers of luxury cars and mansions may have been tempting, even overwhelming, for someone in Bieber's position. While there is nothing inherently wrong with giving gifts, the concern arises from Diddy's history of exposing young stars like Usher to adult activities that were entirely inappropriate for their age. Reports and resurfaced interviews have suggested that Usher, as a teenager, was exposed to explicit parties and environments under Diddy's watch, and even shared a bed with the older celebrity. This behavior is alarming, as it suggests a pattern of grooming young stars by offering them access to a luxurious lifestyle while simultaneously exposing them to adult situations that no child should be a part of. Given this background, it's natural to question whether Diddy's lavish treatment of Bieber was similarly motivated and whether his ultimate aim was to manipulate Bieber into participating in activities inappropriate for his age. In one particularly unsettling video clip, Diddy makes a remark that has since drawn considerable attention, like, where are we hanging out and what we doing? We can't really disclose. This statement, coupled with Diddy's body language, has led many to wonder what exactly he was referring to and why he felt the need to be secretive about his plans with Bieber. The vagueness and ambiguity of Diddy's words, paired with his suspicious demeanor, have caused many to speculate about the nature of their time together. What was Diddy doing with young Justin that he couldn't disclose? Why would it need to be hidden or kept off camera if it was something innocent? This line of questioning is particularly troubling in light of what we know about Diddy's influence on other young stars. Usher's story, for instance, paints a deeply disturbing picture of how older celebrities can take advantage of young, impressionable talent. Usher himself has spoken in vague terms about the challenges he faced as a young teenager in the entertainment industry, but it has been widely reported that under Diddy's guidance, Usher was exposed to environments where adult behavior was not only accepted but encouraged. These were spaces that no teenager should have been in, and yet Usher was thrust into these situations, forced to navigate them without the necessary guidance or protection. Could Diddy have had similar plans for Justin Bieber? The parallels between Bieber and Usher's early careers are difficult to ignore. Both were young, talented stars brought into the entertainment industry at a very early age, and both were under the influence of Diddy at some point in their lives. Remember the resurfacing of a 2020 interview with Justin Bieber in the wake of Sean Diddy Combs' legal drama has reignited discussions about Bieber's past experiences in the music industry and the complexities surrounding his relationship with the media mogul. While Bieber did not mention Diddy directly in his sit-down interview with Zane Lowe, his emotional reflections on his personal trauma and struggles as a young star in the industry take on new meaning in the current context. The interview, conducted during the promotional cycle for his album Changes, occurred during a transitional time for Bieber, as he was navigating his new life as a newlywed to Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber, and reflecting on the intense pressures of growing up in the spotlight. During the interview, Bieber opened up about his emotional struggles, discussing how shame and unresolved issues from his past had weighed heavily on him. "I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff in my past, and I wasn't able to move on," Bieber revealed. His comments point to the emotional toll that fame took on him, particularly during his formative years as a young artist. The struggles Bieber faced, whether it was the pressure to perform, the public scrutiny, or the unhealthy dynamics he may have encountered with influential figures in the industry, left a lasting impact that he was still processing years later. Bieber's vulnerability during the interview speaks to the broader issues young artists face when thrust into the spotlight at an early age. The resurfacing of this conversation in light of Diddy's legal issues, however, has led many to speculate about the nature of Bieber's relationship with the now disgraced media mogul. While Bieber did not address Diddy directly in the 2020 interview, the resurfacing of old footage showing Diddy alongside a teenage Bieber has led some to question whether Bieber was subjected to any inappropriate behavior or undue influence at the time. One particularly unsettling element of this speculation arises from a recently resurfaced video of Diddy and Bieber together during the latter's teenage years. In the footage, Diddy is seen alongside Bieber, and the context of their relationship is now being reconsidered in light of the allegations against Diddy. Some have speculated whether Bieber may have been exposed to what Diddy allegedly referred to as freak-offs, wild, sometimes inappropriate parties associated with Diddy's infamous lifestyle during his formative years. This has only intensified the scrutiny surrounding the mentorship that Diddy provided to Bieber and the possible impact it may have had on the young star. Indeed, in recent years, particularly with the resurfacing of unsettling allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, the darker side of the entertainment industry has been thrust into the spotlight. Combs has been accused of organizing and controlling events known as freak-offs, wild parties that allegedly involved questionable activities and which he is said to have recorded electronically. These parties reportedly sometimes lasted for days and were described as extravagant and out of control. In a foreboding statement, Combs once said, "You're going to hear about my party. They're going to be shutting them down. They're probably going to be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just 'cause we want to have a good time." Against the backdrop of these allegations, a past interview with Justin Bieber has taken on new significance. During a 2020 interview with Zane Lowe on Apple Music, Bieber tearfully reflected on his own experiences growing up in the music industry. His emotions were particularly raw as he spoke about his desire to protect then-rising star Billie Eilish, who, like Bieber, had achieved global stardom at a very young age. Eilish's meteoric rise to fame reminded Bieber of his early days in the industry, and it was clear that his experiences had left a deep emotional impact. "I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn," Bieber admitted, his voice breaking. For Bieber, the pressures of fame as a teenager were overwhelming. The sense of isolation he described, where everyone in his orbit claimed to love and support him only to turn their backs when things got difficult, was a major theme in the interview. "Everyone, telling me they love me, and just turn their back on you in a second," Bieber recounted. This sentiment resonates with the public's growing awareness of the emotional toll that early fame can take on young stars. Bieber's experiences reflect a broader problem within the entertainment industry, where young talent is often thrust into the limelight without adequate support or protection, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation and manipulation. His deep concern for Billie Eilish is rooted in his desire to shield her from the darker aspects of the industry that he had encountered. As a young artist navigating a world filled with powerful figures and intense scrutiny, Bieber understood the unique pressures that come with early stardom. He openly shared his wish to be a positive role model for Eilish, to offer her the guidance and protection that he felt was missing during his own formative years in the industry. "I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody," Bieber said, his voice filled with both emotion and urgency. What do you think about Justin's experiences with Diddy? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.